All right, hello and welcome to today's mentoring tip of the day. And this one's a really simple one, but it's one that's game-changing when it comes to opening up sales and generating new customers. And it's a simple rule. It's making use of Pareto efficiency. Pareto's law being that, typically speaking, 20% of your effort, work, tasks, and things you do result in 80% of the success, return, and profit that you generate. So, for instance, Pareto's law suggests that if I have 10 salespeople, okay, that represents 100% of my sales force, and I have two of them, or rather, rephrase it, two of them will be the two that actually generate 80% of the business. It's very much the case that you always get two that are very good and they do all the work. And, I'm with a company on a Tuesday in July in London, and they have about 10 people, and there are two that generate probably 80% of the business. It just is perfectly designed, shown there. And the reason why this is important for today is that what most people tend to do is spend 80% of their day doing the admin stuff, doing the spreadsheets, doing the polishing of stuff, doing the logos, making sure little pictures and posts on social media look good. What they don't do is spend the majority of their day on customer acquisition and delivery to them of a great product. That's about 20% of their day. But the thing is, in terms of generation of customers and revenue and bringing the company up a level, it's that very 20% that does it. So ideally, what you need to be doing with Pareto law is focusing on or Pareto efficiency rather, is focus on the 20% that's getting you the bigger results, and focus in on trying to expand your time spent doing that one thing. So this isn't always a hard and fast rule, but in the main, when you start a business, the 20% of your time that you would spend trying to drum up new business, for instance, which is maybe an hour here or there, oh, I didn't do it today, I was too busy doing other stuff, it should be, you should try and flip it on its head. So you actually spend as much as is possible, as close as you can get to 80% of your time on customer acquisition, and then hustle for the last 20% of your time on the admin and stuff, because that actually is less important right now than generating cash flow from customers. So when I launched one of my businesses many years ago, I remember all I did was nose to the grindstone, non-stop, all day long, on the phone, in the street, online, drumming up business, focusing on connecting people, sending messages as much as possible, focusing on business. And then at the very end of the day, or the very start of the day, I'd do a little bit of time on admin. I'd work like a rabid dog to get that done, because the majority of my time should be focused on generating the actual customers. So it comes down to this: you have 80% of your time tends to be spent on things that generate only 20% of the profit, really. You need to focus on the 20% of your time that generates 80% of your profit and try and maximize that. And I'm talking about making sales calls, knocking on doors, engaging with people, Facebook chat, Instagram chat, Twitter search, and getting into conversations, engaging with people, because that's what generates customers. It's not a polished spreadsheet. It's not making a world-class post or blog entry or something like that. It's all valuable. It all contributes and ends up generating some income. But the fact is, you will not beat hardcore going out and meeting people and networking and trying to generate direct new customers. That's what your time should be spent doing. So think about Pareto's law, but also think very much about applying it to generating new customers and therefore sales. Excuse me, because ultimately what you need more than anything by a light year is cash flow. It's as simple as that. And so ends the lesson for today. Hope that helps. Give me a thumbs up if it makes sense, and I'll catch up with you soon.